From the Old Spice recall to SHS Sports, we have a lot to discuss.
Today is Thursday, March 23rd.
I'm DJ Ellis.
And I'm Jacqueline Holt.
And Wave TV starts now.
First up, tune in to William Brown telling us about a wrongfully accused man looking for justice.
Sidney Holmes is free after serving 35 years in prison for a crime that he was accused of in 1988. Holmes was convicted of being the getaway driver for a robbery that occurred outside the Fort Lauderdale convenience store. The original prosecutor of the case asked that Holmes receive 825 years in prison so that he wouldn't be eligible for parole in just 25 years. The judge felt that would be too long, so he lowered the sentence to 400 years. In 2020, Sidney Holmes contacted the State Attorney Conviction Review Board claiming his innocence. The Conviction Board thought there was enough reason to look further into his case. It was found that eyewitnesses misidentified Holmes most likely due to a photo and live line of practices that were used at the time. The Conviction Board was able to determine that there was no evidence linking Sidney to the robberies beside the incorrect identification. The victims of the crime in 1988 requested that Holmes be freed from prison and were shocked how long his sentence was. The Sheriff's Department investigating the case in 1988 were also shocked by how long Holmes was sentenced. Holmes was free from prison on Monday, March 13, 2023.
I want to own a business. I want to own a restaurant business, or a truck, food truck.
Reporting for Wave TV, I'm William Brown.
Hopefully, he gets the peace he deserves.
There's an interest in boys volleyball at Somerville, and there's a talk about getting a team together. Ava Gapton tells us more.
Lately around Somerville High School, there's been a spike of interest in a particular sport. The girls' volleyball team has been taking wins for years, and now the boys want to get in on some of the action.
Well, I started playing volleyball around March of last year, so I guess it would be about a year now. And I just kind of picked up the sport, and it was really fun to play. And then I noticed that other schools in South Carolina were able to play volleyball. So then I realized, oh, Somerville should get a team.
Volleyball is a relatively new sport to the South and has been primarily dominated by girls. Men, in the past, would often join women's teams at rec centers and at churches. Recently, more boys' volleyball teams have been sprouting up all over the country.
Then this year is whenever they sanctioned it for the whole state, and they had their first state tournament. I just pushed to try and get a team for next year, hoping that we can get one, and then we ended up getting an interest meeting, and then it was approved by the AD, so now we're just trying to get it all together.
Somerville High School plans to get the boys' volleyball team up and running by the 2023 season. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Ava Grafton.
If you're interested, make sure to reach out to Coach Legree.
Spring break is coming up soon. Would you rather stay in Greenville or Somerville?
I can't decide.
Well, Stan Stanbridge lets us know about them both.
Greenville has been ranked one of the top 10 vacation spots in South Carolina, and even ranked higher than Disneyland. It has won the Good Housekeeping 2023 Family Travel Award, but why Greenville? There are more than 30 cities in the United States named Greenville, but ours is one of the oldest and fastest growing in the South. Its main attractions are the Upstate Children's Museum, the Roper Mountain Science Museum, and the Blue Ridge Mountain Range. Greenville also has family-friendly concerts and a minor baseball league called The Drive, driven to lose because we're the River Dogs. While Greenville might be older, Somerville has more historical value, like a giant statue of sweet tea and a whole store full of olive oil. But while Somerville is swimming in olive oil and sweet tea, Greenville is swimming in rats. It was ranked one of the 10 rattiest cities in SC. While Greenville could wash off its rats in the rivers, we wash ours off in our beautiful beaches. We also have lovely festivals like the Sweet Tea Festival, the Flowertown Festival, and Third Thursday. We also own Outer Banks. We own it. Greenville is also more expensive and has more parking problems than Somerville. When I was in Greenville just the other week and I tried to go to a parking building, it was either private or you had to pay in cash. Overall, Greenville is just a modern, smellier version of Somerville. Stan Stanridge, out.
I think I'd rather go to Greenville.
You know what? Me too. I'm no longer curious, but are you curious about what the sports teams are doing?
You know, I am actually.
Well, lucky for you, Cooper Kelly is supposed to be giving us updates.
Your Green Wave athletic teams have been busy lately. Starting with soccer, your Green Wave boys look to bounce back from a tough loss to Stratford last week and a loss to Stahl on Tuesday. Javen Winter and Eli Savage lead the team in scoring early in the season, with both netting 2 goals so far. Your boys play tomorrow at 7 o'clock at West Ashley. Your Lady Wave soccer team are 5-3 to start the season, with their leading scorer being Morgan Lewis, already scoring 6 goals on the season. Your Lady Wave host West Ashley this Friday. Be sure to come out and support. Boys tennis has been busy, going 8-4 overall so far. Last week they defeated Hanahan by a score of 6-0. Your boys finished their 4-game stretch tonight against Ashley Ridge at 4:30. Baseball and softball have been on a tear lately. Starting with your Lady Wave, they are currently undefeated, beating James Island and Stratford last week after scoring 27 runs and only allowing 1 during the week. Your Green Wave baseball are 5-1 to start the season after sweeping Brooklyn KC, beating Stratford, run-ruling Goose Creek in 3 innings, and shutting out Georgetown last week. Your Green Wave fell short at Oceanside Academy on Monday by a score of 5-4. Be sure to come out and support both teams as much as you can. Finally, our track team has started off to a solid start after they try to repeat last year's region championship. Your track team competes this weekend in the Coaches Classic at Woodland on Saturday. That's all the spring sports updates we have for you this time. From Wave TV, I'm Cooper Kelly.
Well, great job to all the athletes so far.
With all the talent here at Somerville, we wanted to shine some light on all of our amazing students. For our first ever student spotlight, we have PJ Morlando.
PJ Morlando.
PJ Morlando in the house.
PJ Morlando.
PJ Morlando.
It's just a game of beauty. There's a lot of failure and that teaches you life lessons. So not only can you make it really far in this game, but it's going to help you get really far in life. So, the thing that I want is that people see me go play my heart out, give 110% every single game, every single inning, every single play. You can have all the talent in the world and still not be able to compete against teams who have a lot more bonding and chemistry than you do. I'm really looking forward to a great season with the boys. I mean, the team dinners that we've had, all the moments that we had with our team manager and stuff, it's way different than it was. So one of my goals in life was to play for Team USA. It's a lot bigger than yourself. It's a lot bigger than your family. You're playing for your country. You're playing for everybody who lives here and supports the country. So the fact that we were out there and we were able to bring back the gold medal is the best feeling in the world. I couldn't dream of a better one. The coach that got me to where I am today is John Hayes, and I give him all the credit for everything he's done in my life, and I couldn't thank him enough. So before every game, I take 1,000 milligrams of ibuprofen, I listen to a prayer, and I have my Lucky swim shorts under my pants every single game. I've been wearing them for like 3 years. I wash them after every game though. It's a game I love. It's what I was born to do. I feel like this is what God blessed me to do. Before I go to sleep, I pray for every single thing that he's done in my life and everything I've ever wanted to do. I picked up a baseball bat when I was 2 years old, so I feel like I was just born to do it. In the future, I hope that maybe I get left out of high school or continue in my college academic world and major in business. Just try my best to be successful in life. That's all that matters.
Stay tuned for more within the upcoming weeks.
So apparently there was an Old Spice recall. Cam Brokaw and Aussie Dancler let us know which to look out for.
Oh, jeez. Dude, you're sweating a lot. I know, man. It's hot out here. Good thing I got some Old Spice with longest and sweat resistance. Are you trying to give me cancer? What do you mean? That's brand new. I know, that's the point. How many of those do you have? A few. I need to go take care of this.
Glad that's taken care of. Now, don't use that anymore.
But what's the difference?
Well, P&G issued a new recall for the brands Secret and Old Spice, dry spray deodorants, and other aerosol-based products. Samples of these products have returned positive for benzene, a cancer-linked chemical that health experts have long established may increase cancer risk over time and with repeated exposure.
Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Ken Brokaw.
And I'm Aussie Dancler.
Well, that's all we have for this week, Somerville. Have a wonderful weekend.